at home. So I'm Whitney, welcome to Home Bar Live. It's actually our first live class for everyone, for the public. We've been testing it out with our patrons on Patreon. We thank you guys so much because we've been able to use your funds to get more equipment so we can have a really nice, good quality live stream. We have been kind of resisting the Zoom because we don't love the quality, so we're very happy to now, hopefully today, present to you a very good quality live stream. So it's going to be a fairly quick class. Just wanted to do a little lunch express. So we'll move through a warm up. All you will need is a chair today and a mat. If you have it, you can also just use carpet or whatever you have at home. So we're going to begin in a first position. So if you aren't familiar with that, all it simply is keeping your heels together, toes apart. Yes. And then we'll begin with our breath. So just take a plie, bending through the knees. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, reach them out. Good. Already thinking of your body awareness. So nice posture, neutral spine, keeping those abs engaged. Two more. Bend. And exhale out. Good. One more time. And plie. And exhale. So keeping the legs straight. Now hold your arms in first position like you're holding a beach ball. Yes. And we're going to plie. Bend and squeeze. So just a little thing. I'm always a broken record when I talk about this, but you want the knees to bend, the hips are in line with the shoulders, so you're not sticking your butt out, keeping a neutral spine, keeping those abs engaged. When you straighten those legs, think of a zipper going all the way from the ankles to the belly button. All right, now hold it in that plie, little pulses, 8, 7, 6, keep the abs engaged, feel like a string is just pulling you up to the ceiling. Now we're gonna take it to second position. So we take the plie, we open the right leg out, and then we go to the left side. Come nice and wide, feet are turned out. Now go a little faster, always connecting the heels in the middle, in and out. So we lightly get that heart rate up, in and out. Now, if any of you really want to get in a cardio burst for the next 4, take this into a hop, landing toe ball heel. If that's too much, keep it in the alternating steps. Now hold it in second, whether you were jumping or you were just stepping. Pulse it down, getting into that challenge zone, pressing into those quadriceps. 8 more counts, stay low. Enjoy the burning in the legs. All right, so from here, little deeper burn. You're now gonna just lift your right heel into releve and then tap it back down. One more time, and down. A little faster, so it's lift and lower, lift and lower. Stay low in that plie. If anything, get lower down, don't come up higher, don't give up. And 2, and 1. Now just hold that heel up and pulse. Good, think of closing the ribcage in. Keep those arms strong. Drop the right heel, left heel lifts and lowers. Same thing, keep those arms strong. Good, we got 4, 3, and 2. And 1, keep the heel up and we pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now next thing, I'm so nice to you guys today. We're gonna go for a ballet burpee. So advanced version I'll show first. What you're gonna do is take your plie. You jump down to the floor, feet come parallel. You jump to a plank and you jump back up. The modified version, you take it out to a plie, right leg. You just take it down with the hands, single leg lunge, right leg, step it up. Then same thing with the left. So if you're modifying, you just lunge, alternating legs, right and then left, okay? We're gonna do 8, so either do right, left, lunge, or 8 burpees. Here we go. We go for 8. And 7. Since it's a quick class, we just got to get in this heart rate booster. If you're going a little slower, that's okay. I think I've lost count. I think we've gone halfway, yeah? And 3. And 2 more, hang in there. Last one. Nice, everyone. So if you were in lunge here, now step it back to a high plank. I'm gonna turn to the side so you guys can see me a bit better. You can do as you do at home. In your plank position, spread your fingers wide. None of this, you don't have the tailbone up. It's one line from the crown of the head to the heels. So we're catching our breath and then you're just gonna roll forward and then press back through the heels and forward and back. Lunge bar, no breaking. We'll get a little break, don't worry. And 2, good. Hold it here just a little longer. Lift that right leg, point the toes and squeeze into the right glute. Keep the abs engaged, push away from the mat. Drop it down, left side. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice job, everyone. Let's get a well-deserved rest before we move on. So just bring yourself into a child's pose. Let your forehead rest on the mat if possible. One more breath. And release. Okay, so now we're gonna move on. We're nice and warmed up now. We're gonna work the arms a little bit. No weights today, so just simply using our own body weight. So we're gonna come into a push-up position, modified unless you're super strong and can do this in your high plank. So you're gonna have your knees wide, bring your feet to touch. So you're making a diamond shape with the legs. The hands are gonna go a little wider than your shoulders, fingertips turned in today. So the first set of push-ups, we're gonna do wide push-ups, the elbows go to the side. So you're gonna take it down for 2 and up for 2. So just notice when I'm here, I'm not here with the butt up, right? So you wanna keep tacking the pelvis, scooping those abs in, and down for 2, and up for 2. Working the pectorals, biceps. 2 more. And 1. Hold it here and just pulse for 8, 7. So think of down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And a little break. Child's pose again. Okay, now we're gonna focus on triceps. So still push-ups, but slightly different. This is Pilates push-ups, we like to call them. Hands are right under the shoulders. Fingertips spread wide so you don't put too much stress on those wrists today. So you're gonna walk your knees back. Again, make sure you're not here. Push the hips forward. You can cross the ankles if that makes you feel more secure. And we're just gonna go again, down for 2 and up for 2. So the difference here is the elbows are pointing straight back. Down for 2, up for 2, down for 2. Last one here, we're gonna hold in the pulse. So hold it here and just pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5. Feel those triceps. 3, 2, 1. Good. This time, we're gonna go for a little stretch. So just come into a seated position. Take your right arm across the chest. If you have a microphone like me, for whatever reason, avoid the mic with your arm. Good. Open up wide. Take it to the other side. Letting your shoulder relax. And then the triceps was the last thing we just worked. Let's stretch those. So hand goes in between the shoulder blades. Take this hand to the elbow. Press the back of the head into the forearm. Sit up nice and tall. And release. Other side. Inhale. And exhale. Cool. So we just got one more thing, 2 more things on the mat, but we're going to be working the abs for both of those exercises. So go ahead and lay down. By the way, we're going to be using this chair for the bar series, but we're also going to use it as a little challenge today for the abs. So if you just turn it around right now, so the seat part is facing you. You'll see why in a second for that second exercise. All right, so coming down to the mat, our feet are about hip distance, bending the knees. You're gonna take your elbows, press them into the mat, the palms are facing towards you. So from here, we're gonna go into a C curve hold. So mostly I work in neutral spine here on the mat. Today, we're gonna actually take a pelvic tilt. So you're gonna lift your head, neck, and shoulders up, press your lower back into the mat, make contact, really scoop out those abs, make a C curve with your spine. From here, we're just gonna exhale, lift, inhale, lower, exhale, inhale. So you lift until you feel the shaking. That's what I feel. And then I know, okay, yes, I'm working we call them the vanity abs here. This is the abs that you see, like the six pack. 3, 2, and 1, and then just hold it here. Good. Hold, find that shake, and then tiny little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last thing, hold it. Take right hand, tap the left knee, lower, and left hand to right knee, back, tap, and back, tap, and back. Remain in that C curve, belly button deep into the spine for 2, 1, and release it down for a moment. Good. Gently roll the head to the right and left. Yes, okay, now we're gonna go more into the lower abs, also working the deep core. So this time we're gonna stay in neutral spine. So no more lower back pressing into the mat. Now you should be able to slide your hand underneath. Okay, so that remains when you bring right leg up to tabletop. Ooh, watch out for your chair. Left leg up to tabletop. So you're still in that neutral. You're gonna then reach your arms up, curl the head, neck, and shoulders. Take the hands behind the head for a little more support for your neck here. All right, so just find the good position for the chair. We're first not gonna use it till the end, so just take a little tap of the right toe down. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So when that leg comes back to the center, feel those lower abs scoop in deeper. And 2, and 1. Good. Now here's where the chair comes in. So level 1, you're gonna extend your right leg, tap it to that seat, bring it back, and then left leg. If you wanna go more advanced, the leg goes underneath that seat. Inhale, exhale. So just choose what level works for you. The closer you get that leg to the floor, the harder it is. You're staying in neutral, keeping the abs super engaged. 3, and 2, and 1. Now, if you can, if you need to do this all above the chair today, do it here. You're just gonna take a little tap of the legs together, nice and straight. If you can get that leg underneath the chair, you tap the chair and open. Tap and open. It's so hard in advance, you guys, hang in there. Bring it back to tabletop, switch it to the other side. So again, you're here for advanced, you're here for modified. I'm gonna go back to the advanced and we just tap the chair, open, tap the chair, open for 2, good. 1, bring it back to tabletop and then just crunch for the end. Exhale, keep the elbows wide. I felt them come in, keep them wide. And release. Nice, everyone. So we're done with the mat. Just reach those arms up overhead. Excellent. And then we're gonna roll it up. We're gonna come do a little short bar series, one for the quadriceps, one for the glutes. So go ahead and roll it on up. My hair is probably a big mess right now. Whatever, right? We're working hard. So now we're gonna need this part of the chair for our bar at home today, or whatever you have at home for a bar. Maybe it's a windowsill, kitchen counter, whatever works for you. All right, so we're gonna go to first position. Facing your bar is gonna be more sturdy. I'm just gonna turn around for a moment so you can see my foot placement. So heels together, toes apart, keeping that nice straight spine, and then you're gonna find your plie. Good. And then we're gonna just go into a releve. So you're gonna lift the heels up as high as possible, like stilettos. The highest stilettos are on your feet, and then drop the heels. Lift and drop, yeah? Now I'm gonna turn back towards the bar. So just so you can see now from my side profile, I'm not here, I'm not tucking yet. It's nice and neutral. Keep the abs plugged in. We got 4 more, lifting the heels and lowering. 3, and 2, good, hold it here. Now this is where it gets super fun. You're just gonna hold it in that plie, and then you're gonna go down a little and up a little. But I want you to challenge yourself and don't come up as high as where you started. Your goal is to always get a little lower and lower. So you're really challenging those muscles in your legs. Down for 2 and up for 2. Also, just a reminder, we're staying in how the neutral releve went. So we keep the heels apart for this. Sometimes we take them together. Today, we keep them apart. Now, you're just gonna hold it. Hold it where you think the lowest plie is, and then we're gonna pulse it a little more. and pulse, and pulse. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna go for the famous bar tuck. So that is a pelvic tilt. So if you take your hand to your hip, you can really see you're gonna tilt the pelvis and then bring it back to neutral. So you scoop the lower abs. And what I don't wanna see is you coming back to here. Some people think bigger range of motion means better and more work, but actually it's putting unnecessary strain on your lower back when you go into this big arch. So just come back to neutral. Really just focus on the forward and back to where you started. Forward and back. You should feel a deeper engagement in the quadriceps. Keep breathing. And 3, and 2, and 1. We're just gonna take a balance challenge. Right arm up, left arm up. Try to hold. And then extend those legs, drop those heels. Hands back to that bar. Now we're just gonna work back the legs, calf muscles. Readjust if the heels are not together anymore. We lift, ankles may crack. Don't worry. If you've watched my home bar videos, you maybe are very well aware that my ankles crack all the time. So hopefully you're used to it now. It's okay, nothing's hurting. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now we're just gonna add a little plie and then extend, lift the heels, plie, extend. If you wanna try arms off the bar, really having to use that balance, engage into the core. And 2, and 1, and then let's just hold it in that releve, arms up overhead. And release, good. Okay, so since this is Bar Express, short bar series, this is gonna be our last thing. We're now gonna work into the glutes. So fold over. Option 1, if you're newer to bar, I would recommend genie arms. Forearms stack. You place them on the chair. You rest your forehead on the forearms. Nice straight back, squeeze those abs in. Little bend on the left knee, and you're gonna extend the right leg. If you would like to advance it today, you're gonna take it to your Superwoman arms. Arms are straight. Make sure, yes, I'm not gonna hit my couch. See what's happening with your furniture at home. Make sure your hips are square, so you're not opening the right hip. If you're a dancer, you're very tempted to open it so you can get the leg higher, but it works the glute muscle better if you're square. So here we go, let's move. You're gonna tap that right leg down and up. You're keeping the leg straight, squeezing into the glute muscle. We have 4, 3, try to relax the shoulders, 2, and 1. Now just keep that leg up and tiny little pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you're just gonna bend the leg, extend. So just make it a really small bend, focus on the extension. We got 4, 3, and 2. Now we're gonna take that leg, it's right leg, it's gonna go over to the right side. Try to get it in line with that left foot, and then kick it back. Over to the right, kick back. This is where you're gonna feel a lot of work going on in the supporting glute. We got 4, 3, 2, hang there. So now you're gonna have it right in line, yeah? Almost there, you're gonna flex a foot and we just pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more set. Try to keep that back nice and straight. 4, 3, 2, 1, good, shake it out. So you probably just felt a big burn in the supporting leg, right? So that's the glute we're gonna stretch now. Before we move on to the other side. So right leg was up, left leg is now gonna take that cross, ankle crosses over the thigh, and then just sit into your figure 4 stretch. Flex the foot. Good, 1 more deep breath in. And exhale out. This is gonna be our last thing of the day. We stretch it out after this, so just hang in there. Stay positive, commit. Here we go. So take the same arm variation. Make sure, test it out, make sure you got room, yes. Little bend in the knees, abs engaged. Here we go. Extend the left leg back, point the toes, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good, keep breathing. Oxygen is your friend. For 2. Keep the leg up, pulse. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Fight to keep that leg as high as it started, and you take a little bend, extend, bend, extend. If your arms are getting tired, you can go into genie, no worries. 3, 2, 1. Okay, almost there. Take the leg over to the left and then back behind you. Over to the left, behind you. Couple more. 4, 3, 2. Almost there, guys. Hang in there. Keep the leg in line. Flex the foot. We pulse for 2 more counts of 8. 4, 3. Oh my gosh, my shoulders are getting tired. It's a struggle to keep this form. I feel it with you. 4, 3, 2, 1. We made it. Amazing, guys. Okay. Take your right leg now. Cross that ankle over the thigh. Enjoy this figure 4 stretch. Good. So now that we're stretching, I can talk a little more as we're moving. So if you weren't able to join live today and you're joining later, let us know in the comments how you liked this. It's our first public live stream. We would love to know feedback on what time works for the majority of our subscribers so we can do a live stream where people can actually join. I know we're doing a time at the moment that some time zones are asleep, so we're aware that we can always do multiple times. So now we're going to take a stretch for the hamstrings. So if you're more flexible, you can use the back of the chair. Take your leg on top of the chair. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, and then as you exhale, hinge at the waist. Now, if you're here today where you can reach your toes, awesome. If you can't, just let your arms dangle. Let me show you the other option at home. If you have tight hamstrings, you can also, of course, turn your chair around, put the leg here, and that might be more accessible for you today. So just do what works best. Okay. 1 more breath. And then I'm gonna turn away from you guys for a second. I'll miss you for a few seconds, then I'll be back. So now you're just gonna move your leg, your right leg, a little bit more to the left. You're gonna open, side reach into the bar. Open the chest towards the ceiling. And then just turn it on around. Good, let's go to the other side. Take that left foot on top. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold. It's super important to stretch after these bar exercises. I really recommend you stay with the stretches and don't just go and continue your day after the workout, because we want to, work on keeping nice, healthy muscles. So part of that is stretching. We need that restorative time after. Okay, and then let's move the left leg a little over to the right, going into our side stretch. Make sure you also turn out that foot a bit. Forgot to mention that on the first side. Open the chest towards the ceiling. 1 more breath. Good, and then release. Last but not least, we didn't stretch those thighs, so let's do that. So all you're gonna do is simply take your hands to the chair so you have support. Grab a hold of one foot, and then connect the thighs. So the knees and thighs are actually connected. Now you might naturally, as you can see, my leg is a little in front of my supporting leg. So then what I wanna do is just push it back so I really get the stretch through the quadricep and hip flexor. If you've got that balance, you wanna see if you can take the other hand to the foot, do it. Then we also get a nice opening through the chest. Give yourself a little foot massage if you'd like, since those thumbs are already there. and go ahead and take it to the other side. Whichever variation works for you. As you can see, I just lost my balance, so finding your balance with one hand is ideal. One more breath. And release. Good. For the end, we do a little balance challenge. So we're going to come back to that first position, just like we did in the beginning of class. Heels together, toes apart. Take your plie, bend the knees, and then reach the arms up overhead. One normal. Now we're going to go with a releve. So we take the plie, we begin to lift the heels, reach those arms up. Good. Find your balance. Engage the core. Take that right arm out to the side. Just try to follow it with your gaze. Stay in the releve. Bring the arm back up. Take it to the left. Bring the arm back up. Staying in releve. Try to close your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Barely made it. All right, ending with the breath, you guys. Well done. We take a big plie, big inhale in. Exhale out. One more inhale. Exhale out. Awesome work, all of you at home. Please let us know how this was. We hope that it was a very smooth stream today. We're always experimenting with the technical aspects, so would love to know your comments. If you have any feedback on any exercises you would like to see in upcoming videos, please let us know. And if you liked the live stream, we're doing a full-length class once a month with Patreon now that we have all the technology. So check out the Patreon link if you'd like to know how to join the community and get more full-length classes. We've also got a library of exclusive classes that's, I think, almost up to 30 now, that vary from 35 to an hour. Cool. Thanks, everyone. See you back here next time. Am I on? Off?
I believe you be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah. And before you abuse, criticize and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes. Around you is just a reflection, and the law of karma says you reap just what you sow.